5, ready. Green. All rolling here, rolling good bottom. Rolling good still outside. All rolling good here. All rolling. Half by half in front. Still outside. Even. By 1.5. Up a little. Up there. Lap number 10. Still fan on. Ready, go. Green. Everyone's rolling. Line up outside. All good. Still 24 rolling. Backboard. Back, just maintaining with that 77 here. Okay. To the restart zone, so that helps. That had nothing to do with what happened on the racetrack. The 8 punched the 2. Alright. Runner 032. Ready. Go. Rolling good. Rolling fine on the bottom. You're rolling great. Nobody's jumping down. Keep coming. Top stack. Come on. Go bottom. Just come on bottom. Everything's rolling.
Right now, fine.
Outside only. What's that, buddy? Sorry. It was breaking up. I'm just wondering if y'all wanted to fix it or fine either way.
Well, the problem is we don't really have these keep being quickie yellows, so it's not like we're not even going to really have that much time, you know.
Choosing this time.
Stay out until I tell you otherwise.
P14. 1 bottom, 2 bottom. Bottom's rolling great. Don't check up. They're rolling great. Rolling fine. Tight. Outside.
Clear. Gonna roll back inside.
Rolling good out front.
Clear.
Pushing you. Right with you there. You're driving away again now.
You're behind me, so they're ready.
By 2. On the outside up here. No pressure by 2. By 3 in the corner. 24 halfback 2.
Go down there, 1
By 2 over the 16.
Down. All clear.
I can't hear TJ. Can you hear him?
Caution's out. Caution is out.
Roger, we're at 16 figure with that pound. I'm going to leave it there.
Alright, we can start going down. Alright, when we get done on this left front, we'll be good. Okie doke. All good. As you know, it's going to get crazy, but no saving anymore. Ready. Green. Go. Rolling good. Stay with 3, all rolling good. Tight now, just rolling good. Still inside, all rolling. All clear. No threat. Back even. Dead by 2. By 1, you're covering the high side, all good. Even. Still door, 16 by 12 up there. 2 back.
Clear, clear, clear. 30. White
By
flag.
7, by 7.
Out of line, inside quarter. Still there. Coming to the checkers, beat him to the line. Still quarter.
Do your victory lap, then take it to victory lane.
Team. Back, come on back up here. Oh. There's the hole, see it right there? Right here. Just watch it, there's a bunch of people back here.
Be smart here. Yep. Don't take a lot of chances. You know, a bunch of tires are probably going to fall off here. So just be smart. Try to ride this thing out.
Well, you know, the result is not what you want, but I had a blast driving the car and racing everybody, and you know, we got banged up there a little bit, and I think that hurt us the rest of the race, but still, you know, we just, you know, had a good time. Got to race with a couple guys, and I don't get to run much, so try not to, you know, wreck anybody, and try to, you know, when you get out of the car and you got a couple of them guys going, man, that was a good time racing with you, that's all really you want to try to do. If you can't be on the top of the building over there in Victory Lane, you just want to get out and have a couple good laughs and a few handshakes with some of the competitors, and I feel like we accomplished that tonight. I don't think we got anybody's feathers ruffled.
Dale, you know, you've raced here before. What made this one feel different for you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's awesome, I guess, to be part of the All-Star Week. You know, the All-Star race is it's a big moment for the series, or for the Cup Series in their season. And for the Cars Tour to be a part of this this week is it puts us on a big stage. You know, it puts all our drivers on a big stage, our teams. You look at these guys that are driving these cars, and you got some young guys looking to climb the ladder, and you got some old veterans that are just, you know, having fun and making a living. All of these teams, though, are businesses. They're owned by people that make a living doing this. And so this raises the profile of their teams, our series, being a part of this week. So all of those things were great. I hope we had a great turnout on Flow Racing, and you know, our streaming numbers being better, getting better and growing. That's great for our series. That's something we're working on and focusing on. I like to compete, but I feel like my focus is turning more and more toward the the management of the series and what's next steps to get us better and make things great for our competitors and drivers.
Man, this whole Lead Pulling and Performance organization gave me such a good car. I raced against them for years and knew going over here, like, it's on me to perform. Everybody in their cars runs good. And that thing tonight was one of the best cars I've had against a field like this. I mean, it's one thing to win and it's one thing to pull away from these guys, and tonight we accomplished that. man, like I told them, I just hope this opens some eyes for me and opens some doors and gives me just a little bit of opportunities, just like this opportunity. I'm trying to make the most of it, and I felt like coming over here I had to win races, and what better one to win than probably the most prestigious one of the year. Yeah, the track didn't change too much, probably because it shreds rubber more than lays it down. On the long run, we started getting free in, but luckily we made it to the pit stop, put tires on, and got to the tight side. And I've always said I can win with a tight car. You can go fast with a loose car, but not for long. So luckily we had just enough grip to get it done at the end. Probably just really trying to be disciplined, slow down, manage my stuff, not let somebody else push me into racing my race different. I had to race the racetrack and my car, not the field. And then just getting back in traffic, trying to make quick work of it, picking restart lines, that's always very stressful. So it all worked out tonight, and good Lord blessed us.
Brandon Queen is a race winner at North Wilkesboro Speedway. How does that send, just hearing that, how does that make you feel?
Man, as a driver, you dream of winning races like Martinsville and the Hampton Heat and the Thanksgiving Classic, and this race is one of those, and it might be bigger, honestly. Just look at this trophy. I mean, they said I can make, well, I can't, that's illegal, but they said that you can make a drink in it. I mean, where else can you get that? So, I mean, this is just huge. I'm telling you, I knew when I got in the pole, I had my work cut out, and when I was in here a couple hours ago, I didn't think it was our race by any means. You got anything can happen. Flat tires, motors, strategy, cautions, So it luckily worked out. Our car was so good early on, and I was like trying not to get over anxious with the racing somebody else. I was like, I need to race the track, race my car, not worry about what these other guys are doing. Don't let them push me into going too hard, stuff like that. Went a little hard at one point to try to get some track position back because we were hitting the racetrack till the tire stopped. So if I was on the top, I just would hit the track and go up in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I was okay. So, we just kind of rode it out. Started getting free in when the tires were giving up, but that last pit stop, putting some fresh right sides on and doing what we did with the lefts made all the difference. And I knew I needed to get the lead as quick as possible because clean air is so big. But I wanted to do it clean. I was trying not to rough anybody up, and we could just get off of 4 so much better than those guys and drive up under them down the hill. And, I'm telling you, that was the difference than getting on the front row. And once we got the lead, they were just trying to tell me to save for a late caution. And I was driving probably with fingers crossed on one side, just get it to the checkers.
All right, we will open it up for media availability. Matt Weaver will let you kick off, then we'll go to Brandon White, and we'll see who else decides to join the party.
Matt Weaver, short track scene. You got me?
I can't hear. We might have to relay it.
It's not you. It's
I'm
deaf anyways, so.
I am too. When you made the move to go to lead, I think I'm good now.
You got me? Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you made the move to go full-time Cars Tour this year and to race with Lee, so much of it was trying to raise your national profile. You wanted to make a splash like this, winning at premier facilities, trying to go win a championship. How special is it to kind of have 4 races into the season, the first big benchmark cleared, winning a marquee event?
It's huge. Like I told you back at Media Day, this opportunity came about, and that's why I'm here, is to showcase away from home on a more national level. The Cars Tour is the toughest competition in the country for late model stock, and to beat the best, you got to race in this series. And obviously, I talked about letting one get away at Florence. So I was really kicking myself because wins are so hard to get. You don't know when you'll get another one. So we just been knocking on the door, and I'd give up just a regular race to win Wilkesboro every day of the week. So this is something. 40 years from now, I'll be able to look at this trophy and be like, man, we won at North Wilkesboro. I mean, not a lot of people can say that, and not only get the pole and win. We saw Quapple do it last year, and now we did it. So it's really cool to be in company with the junior motorsports team.
Brandon White with NASCAR Roots. You mentioned Lee Pulliam. I mean, he's probably one of the greatest late model stock drivers in this entire region. So how has joining him really helped you develop as a driver?
Well, the good thing is, like, I came to Lee already running my own stuff, knowing what it took, and already, not the youngest cup of tea. I mean, still young enough to make it in the sport by no means, but not, I wasn't a 15-year-old kid coming there with no late model experience, so that helped the learning curve. But Lee is so good at just giving you cars for these types of races. He's good at just tips throughout the races, and no matter how many races I win, every time I strap in and run a lap, I'm learning. So whenever you can learn from somebody that's won that many races, probably won more races than we'll forget, or more, he's probably won more races than he'll even remember running in, so it's something that you can't take that away. I mean, it's all the effort that he's done over the years to help young racers like me. And, the ultimate payoff for Lee is when he sees us pulling victory lane. I mean, I've seen Lee win a lot of races, but to see him up there on the lift with us looks like he was driving.
Steve Wilson, SpeedwayDigest.com. I asked this earlier to a couple of your others. You're here, you won. What does it mean that you've won against some of the Cup stars and even the current owners of the series now?
It's big. This is one we circled, that there's so much eyes on this race. And, hopefully something comes out of it. You never know, but you got to win these races to get your name in the hat. So we got to pedal down trying to make opportunities happen, and I think this is a step in the right direction. This is a race we wanted to win because of all of them being in the race. I mean, not many people can say they went toe-to-toe with the Cup guys and won in the late model level. So to be one of those guys like that has won the Denny Hamlin showdowns and stuff like that, this is special, because that's kind of what it was like an old Denny Hamlin showdown race.
Hey, Brendan. Scott at Whitfield with Race 22. Seemed to be a two-part question here. Seemed to be a mixed bag of strategies. You're starting to prove that you don't have to save tires to win these races, that you can run up front, and if you have them fresh at the end, like you did here, you did well. Secondly, you told us if you won that this would be the greatest day of your life. Is it already the greatest day of your life, or you still got more partying to do?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be some partying going on tonight, but, it's definitely the biggest win of my career. We're going to enjoy it, but tomorrow morning we're back to work. Like I said, I'm going to run a dirt car Friday night, so that's already next on my agenda. Go get a win there and get ready for Tri-County and try to bring them that 30 grand. But as far as your question there, I would say it's definitely up there as the biggest win of my life, and something I won't forget. And I'm definitely going to enjoy the moment because it's going to go by quick. It's already going by quick, but, I mean, we did it.
Brandon Brown with the Car Store. What's your Waffle House order?
That's a good question. So, I'm definitely getting me a chocolate milk. We gotta have the chocolate milk. I normally do the All-Star special with bacon, and they got really good eggs with cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. Normally split the waffle with my beautiful girlfriend over here. And what else they come with? Bacon, hash browns. But I will say they do have a nice little burger there if you're not in a breakfast food mood. But you can never go wrong with some chocolate milk.
House question here. Are we a covered hash browns fan at all?
Are we what now?
Are we a covered hash browns fan at all?
We got some people. I'm a picky eater. Well, if I have something to drink, that changes. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm pretty picky, so I kind of do mine plain, maybe ketchup, but we got some on the team that do it.
Grace Helping of Speed Sport. You had built a pretty comfortable lead by the end there. kind of what was going through your head on the final lap? Were you already kind of celebrating? Were you just like, please make it to the checkered flag? Like, what was going through your head?
It's so hard to celebrate because in our series, the yellow can still come out and rack you back up. When I came down the backstretch going into 3, I started to celebrate a little bit, but it's not over till you come off of 4 and cross the line. Like I said, the last 20 laps, I had my fingers crossed on the right side of the stairwell. I was like, please. You know, I knew we were good enough to still win it, but restarts don't go your way all the time. But once I took the checkered, it was game on after that. So it was nerve-wracking on the white flag, though.
I'll chip in one here while we let our folks think. This is big, I think, not only because of the prestige of this track and everything that surrounds the history and the significance of this, but when you look at it from a championship context, too. Carson had won the last 3 races, and you had been top 5 in points, and now you're back in the winner's circle. It's another big win that you have to go along with what you picked up at Florence and New River, but now does it put you right back in the title fight? Have you thought about the sort of long-term ramifications of that already? Have you had a chance to sort of touch on that in your head?
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously racing for points the last 3 years at Langley, you got to win. If you win, the points take care of themselves. I really, you know, you set out to win a championship, but you don't try to think about it early. You just try not to, like, throw it away early by making mistakes. Honestly, I came here to win races, and I always said if I win races, I'll be in the points battle. But this is definitely a big statement considering Quapple's been getting out on us. And it kind of is nice. You know, a lot of people have put me in the talk of a contender, and I just want to make myself a contender. I want to make him earn it. And I hope it comes down to him and I battling it out, but we want to be on his heels, that's for sure.
Any questions in the back for Brendan Butterbean Queen, our race winner? Going once. Twice.
Play the Jeopardy music.
Well, yeah, we could do Jeopardy music. All right, final question for you. When should we expect the Waffle House run?
When we go to Waffle House? As soon as we can get out of here, we're probably heading that way.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
It'll be on the vlog with Flow Racing. Thank you, Flow Racing, for partnering with us. We will have that on the vlog because we have yet to capture it on one of our vlogs, but it's getting captured tonight.
And where can people find that vlog?
Well, Flow Racing has been posting it on their Facebook, Twitter, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube after they post it. But
what's your YouTube channel?
Brendan Butterbean Queen. Just you type that in, go straight to the channel, and Flow Racing is doing a great job helping us promote it, and looking forward to the rest of the year. We're still building on it, getting it better, but it's not for lack of effort.
Well, Brendan, congratulations on your victory tonight in the Window World 125. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck at Tri-County Motor Speedway in 10 days.
Hey, thank you. Thank you to everybody, all the questions, everything y'all do once again, and I hope y'all have a great night.